All right, everyone, we've got an urgent weather update for you. There's a pretty significant storm system developing right now in the Bay of Bengal. And in this special explainer, we're going to break down everything you need to know.
So, let's get right to it. What is this potential cyclone Montha? And, more importantly, what do you need to know to stay safe and informed? Let's dive in.
First up, let's talk about where things stand right now. The system out there in the Bay of Bengal isn't officially a cyclone just yet, but it's in that critical final stage right before it gets the name. What we're actually looking at is what meteorologists call a deep depression. Now, what does that mean? It means it's already a highly organized system. We're talking clouds, thunderstorms, all with a clear, defined spin. All the ingredients for a cyclone are there, it's just building up that last little bit of power.
And here's the kicker. That final bit of strength is expected to arrive really soon. All the models are pointing to this system intensifying and being named Cyclone Montha either later tonight or sometime tomorrow. So yeah, the clock is ticking on this one.
So, if it's about to become a full-blown cyclone, the biggest question on everyone's mind is, where is it going? The forecast models are actually giving us a pretty clear idea of its likely path.
The storm's journey looks like it's going to happen in about 3 phases. Right now, it's chugging along westward, but pretty soon it's expected to make a turn and start tracking northwest. And that final step? Well, according to most of the models we're seeing, the grand finale is landfall, somewhere along the coast of Andhra Pradesh.
Of course, a storm this big is going to have a massive footprint. It's not just about where it makes landfall. So let's break down the rain alert state by state so you can see what to expect in your specific area.
First, let's head down to Kerala. The entire state is on alert for some really widespread and heavy rainfall. And even though it's not in the direct path of the storm's center, those massive rain bands are going to have a major effect.
Let's get more specific. A huge number of districts, we're talking from Alappuzha all the way up to Kasaragod, are bracing for heavy rain. Now, if you're further south, in places like Idukki or Thiruvananthapuram, the forecast is for more moderate rain, but don't let that fool you. You could still get some really intense, heavy downpours.
Okay, moving up the coast, Karnataka is also in for a soaking, but the impact is going to be a little different depending on whether you're on the coast or further inland.
The coastal belt, places like Dakshina Kannada and Udupi, is definitely bracing for the heaviest rain. As you move inland to areas like Gulbarga or Shimoga, that rainfall should ease up to a more moderate level. And for everyone in Bangalore, the forecast right now is for light to moderate showers.
And now we have to turn our attention to Andhra Pradesh. This is the state that seems to be directly in the cyclone's crosshairs. This is where we're expecting the most direct and severe coastal impact.
So, for coastal districts like Nellore, Prakasam, and Tirupati, you need to prepare for moderate to heavy rainfall. The interior Rayalaseema region will probably see lighter rain. But here's the most crucial warning for Andhra Pradesh. The conditions are going to get progressively worse. The rainfall is expected to ramp up significantly starting tomorrow.
And finally, let's cover Tamil Nadu and Telangana. The impact here is going to be a bit more varied, but a lot of areas are still going to see some pretty substantial weather from this system.
Over in Telangana, we're looking at widespread light to moderate rain, and that includes Hyderabad. Tamil Nadu's forecast is kind of split. The northern and western parts, like Chennai, the Delta districts, and the Nilgiris, are predicted to get moderate to heavy rain. But as you head further south to places like Madurai and Kanyakumari, you should see much lighter rainfall.
To really get a sense of what's coming, it helps to look at what's already happened. The rain has already started. The outer bands of this system have been dumping a lot of rain on the region for the last day. And get this, the numbers are pretty staggering. The highest single rainfall measurement in just the last 24 hours was a massive 80.4 millimeters. That is an incredible amount of water in such a short period of time.
And where did that downpour happen? In a place called Therapathavadu, in the Vellore district of Tamil Nadu. This just goes to show you how much moisture this system is packing even before it officially becomes a cyclone.
And it wasn't just Vellore getting hit hard. Look at the spread here. We've got locations in Chennai, Tanjavur, and Thiruvarur all recording over 50 millimeters of rain. It really shows you that these heavy rain bands are already widespread and having a pretty big impact across a lot of different districts.
Okay, so we've covered the storm's current status, its path, and the immediate rain threat. But what happens after it moves through? Let's take a quick look at the forecast beyond the storm. It looks like once the cyclone makes landfall, probably around the 28th, and starts moving inland, the weather pattern is going to flip dramatically.
For most of Tamil Nadu, the system is actually expected to pull moisture away from the region, leading to a surprisingly quick return to dry weather.
And that leaves us with a really fascinating final thought, doesn't it? The very same storm system that brings all this flooding rain can, just a few days later, be the cause of a dry spell. It's a powerful reminder of the two-sided nature of these massive weather events. As this storm develops, please stay safe and stay informed.